Hey, financially savvy travelers. It's Danielle Desir Corbett. Welcome back to another episode. Sac passe. That is what's up in Haitian Creole. Hope you all are doing well today. We got to talk about money. Last episode, I prefaced it by telling you all that it is fall at the time of this recording, and it's time for us to start saving money for our next year trips. Because I don't know about you, but travel savings depleted. I literally just went all in on travel this year, which, is so exciting and so great, but we have to have strategy and time to work on building that savings up. And one of my favorite things to do on the podcast is to bring to light some low-key, under the radar opportunities where we don't have to be working harder for us to be able to save money, right? We have lots of episodes like that. Today in particular, I want to talk to you about a secret way that banks are paying you this year, okay? And let me break it all down for you, okay? So imagine if you got paid for simply opening a bank account. I'm telling you, it happens every single day. So what's happening right now is that banks are competing to attract new customers. And many are incentivizing us by offering us these cash bonuses and referral rewards. I've personally taken advantage of a handful of these offers over the last couple years, and I know a lot of you may not have this strategy on your radar. So today I'm changing that and breaking it all down for you. There's so much money that goes unclaimed every year. And that's the money that could have gone straight into funding our vacations. Am I right? I'm right. So I'll be breaking down what you need to know about bank sign-up bonuses. And you have to head over to my blog at thoughtcard.com because I have an entire blog post with all the written content and all the extra tips and things like that. But I also will have a list of banks with current offers. So with the podcast, people listen to this podcast years later, 5 years later. I don't want to share information that gets outdated very quickly. So head over to the episode description. You'll see a link to the blog post. And if you're looking for the exact banks and what they're offering right now, head over there and you can find that resource for you there. Now, before we jump in, I know that the end of the year is coming quickly. And for a lot of folks who are listening to the podcast, there may still be a dream vacation that's sitting on your vision board because you haven't actually saved for that trip yet. Side eye, I'm looking at you side eye. Insert side eye emoji. Listen, that's where my one-on-one travel saving strategy session comes in. Together, we'll create a no fluff, totally doable plan to grow your travel fund. So you're not having to live on ramen noodles or having to say no to our beloved coffee runs, right? My travel saving strategies are all about maintaining your lifestyle and finding the monies, okay? So that when a flight deal pops up, or let's say when your boss finally approves that vacation time months later, you can actually say yes without panicking about what is or isn't in your bank account. So head over to thoughtcard.com/strategy to snag your session, your one-on-one session, and let's get that trip off of your bucket list and on your calendar. All right. Again, that's thoughtcard.com/strategy. And all the links mentioned per usual will be in the episode description. So just look below and you'll find them. Welcome to The Thought Card, a podcast about travel and money, where planning, saving, and creativity leads to affording travel, building wealth, and paying off debt. We are the financially savvy travelers. Okay, so let's get started with the basic definitions. Let's build a foundation here for ourselves. So what are bank bonuses and how do they actually work? So in the last 3 months, I've earned $325 in bank cash bonuses without changing my spending habits. And here's how. So bank account sign-up bonuses are time-sensitive cash incentives. They're offered to new customers who open checking or savings accounts and meet very specific requirements. These usually include having to set up a direct deposit from your employer to that account. It could look like automatic transfers from one account to another account. It could look like maintaining a minimum balance for a few months. And you can often see whatever bonuses that they're promising. Once you meet all the requirements, you can often see these funds in your account within 30 to 90 days. Across the board, this is just generally speaking. Again, every single bank is different, so you always want to look at the terms and conditions to see what's offered and what you have to do in order to get that cash incentive, okay? Now, like I mentioned, I have a list of banks and their current bonuses for right now. Head over to thoughtcard.com for that. But many banks offer tier incentives, which means that the amount of cash bonus that you receive is based on the number of requirements that you meet. So the fewer the requirements, the less cash bonus available. So they may have, okay, we'll give you $100 cash bonus if you do these 3 things. But if you do these 5 things, we'll give you the $325 cash bonus, for example. So that makes sense, right? The fewer requirements, the less cash bonus. The more requirements, the bigger the cash bonus. And I want you to also be aware that many of these institutions who are offering these bonuses, they are saying you have to open up an online bank account. So you don't necessarily have to go to the branch for this. It's an online transaction. So you're opening up an online bank account and that's what's legible. So if you go to a brick and mortar and you open up an account, you may not be eligible for this cash incentive. Again, always read the requirements, the fine print, so you know what you have to do to be able to grab that promotion. And then lastly, some promotions may not even be available in your area. So sometimes when I'm looking for like what's out there, I may see, oh, great, this bank has a bonus and I'm going to go and click on it and I'm starting to fill out the application and all of that. And then I get this notification that says, sorry, you're not eligible because you are based in XYZ location. So again, there are some things for us to keep in mind, but I think if, again, as long as we know these things, we can make informed financial decisions. So how do you make these bonuses work for you, right? And I've stacked a few of these bonuses over time, and it's really incredible how quickly they add up. We talk about this all the time, how small savings is really what compounds and rolls to be able to help us to get out of debt, to purchase something that's of importance to us, to save for our next vacations, right? So here's how to make these bonuses work for you. Some tips for you to supercharge your strategy, all right? So tip number 1, you want to open accounts across multiple banks if you meet the requirements. So, like typically speaking, there's no threshold on how many of these accounts that you can open and how many bonuses you can collect. I know people who are collecting thousands of dollars, okay, on opening these accounts, meeting requirements, and just stacking that free money, those incentives. So if that is something that you want to do, then opening up multiple accounts across multiple banks can be something that you can use to supercharge your strategy. Another idea is to combine bank account bonuses with high yield savings accounts to maximize your cash reward and the interest earned. So for example, my favorite bank, Ally Bank, very big fan. I've been with them for a really long time. They offer a referral bonus. So when I, for example, share with you that I'm an Ally Bank user and you're like, ooh, I like what Danielle's saying, I want to check Ally Bank out. You click on my referral link. I get some funds and then you get some funds as well. But the actual account that you're opening up is considered a high yield savings account. And what high yield savings account really means here is that it's offering you more interest than traditional bank accounts here. So for example, you have your brick and mortar down the street. They may be offering you 0.004 or 0.04, like something very, very small. While another bank, typically they're online, they're offering these high yield savings account. They're offering you 3, 4, 5+% interest on your balances there. So I think that's a great supercharge strategy where great, you're getting that cash incentive, whether it's a referral or it's an actual bank sign up bonus. And then the actual account that you have opened up is a high yield savings account. So you're making money off the money you put in your bank account, right? So it's that compounding. And if you are in the market for a high yield savings account, Ally Bank is my favorite bank. I've been banking with them for years. You can check out my referral link. And again, if you click on the link, you open up an account, you get funds, and I get funds as well. But some other high yield savings accounts include Charles Schwab and SoFi. These are other ones out there that have really good reputation. People really love them. So just do your research and find the high yield savings account that is right for you. Now, I kind of tease this out and I want to kind of spend a minute here and talking about referral links here. So another way that you could supercharge your strategy here is similar to credit cards. When you have a credit card in some banks, they have a referral program where they will offer you and give you a referral link. And if you share that with family and friends, you get funds every time a person that you refer signs up for that bank. So this is a win-win scenario where, for example, if you sign up for my Ally Bank referral link right now, you will get $100 cash bonus, time of this recording, and then I will also receive $100 cash bonus. Win, win, win. Everybody's winning. You get money, I get money, and this could be the same in your situation. So I think a great thing to keep in mind is, again, if you do have, let's say, a credit card or a bank account that offers these referral links and you have people in your community or in your network that you feel like could be a good fit for these products, then it definitely swings the pot there. You win, they win, everybody wins all together around. So I think referral links is a fantastic way that I don't think a lot of people are using on a day-to-day basis. Like me, I'm a travel creator, so I am very tapped into this, but I don't think a lot of non-travel creator travelers, if that makes sense, are doing this. So go in your inbox, check to see if you have a referral link for your credit cards, for your banks, and see how you can share that out. Okay, this one is a simple one, but I kind of stressed this over a couple times so far in the episode, is that because there are requirements for each of these programs, you need to have a way to keep track of everything. So tracking and meeting requirements is how you win. So make sure you have a way to keep track of your deposits, your transfers, any deadlines you need to hit so that you don't miss out, right? I've spoken to you all in the past about the counterpart is like credit cards. I've signed up for credit cards, excited for the sign up bonuses. And because of a lack of tracking, I missed out on hundreds of points and miles. And that was very, very unfortunate. But if I had a tracking system, very simple, it could be spreadsheet, it could be a Google Doc, a notes app, pen and paper, it doesn't matter. As long as you're just keeping track of what you need to do, I think then you are definitely going to be able to secure the bag there. And then the last thing I want to say here is to watch out for these maintenance fees, because a lot of times these bank accounts are like, yay, here's a sign up bonus. We're so happy you're here. But be aware that we do charge a maintenance fee. So if your balance goes under XYZ amount, we charge you XYZ amount. And I don't know about you, but for me, I don't believe banks should be charging us to use our own money. So at any given time, I'm always trying to avoid paying unnecessary fees, including maintenance fees. So just watch out for these things. Again, if you're trying to make the most of these bonuses. So a quick review here. You want to open accounts across multiple banks if you want to start stacking them. You want to combine a bank account bonus with a high yield savings account. Again, my Ally Bank referral link will be in the episode description. You can share out your referral links. Your family and friends win and you win. You can track your requirements, make sure you're not missing, you're dotting all your I's, crossing all your T's, so you're not missing out on any money on the table. And then definitely make sure you're watching out for your maintenance fees, because that is honestly going to be eating into your earnings, right? Whatever you're earning or saving, like, we don't want it to go to waste. So keep an eye out for those maintenance fees. All right. So overall, we know that small bonuses, even if it's $100 here, $300 here, they add up over time. And just like credit card sign up offers, bank sign up bonuses can fund your vacation. They can help you save for a big purchase or hit your financial goals a lot faster. Again, I've used these bank sign up bonuses to fund smaller trips, typically smaller trips, and make saving more fun. But I have a big Disney trip coming up for 2026. So all hands are on deck right now, right? All hands are on deck. All right. So if you have been ignoring these free money-making opportunities, it's time to pay attention. And again, these small bonuses can really add up to funding your next vacation, your future self, and maybe your next getaway will thank you later. All right, financially savvy travelers, I hope you enjoyed this episode and it gave you some food for thought and potentially some homework, a little bit short list, a to-do list. Well, after this episode, head over to episode 167 next, because there we talk about how to keep your vacation fund intact by avoiding some of the most common mistakes. I'll see you next time.